Hello, this is Casma Double Ice, and this more is a little bit of a test to see how many actually want, how well this video does. So I'm just gonna show off some duels I've had saved because and put some comments over for the time being. Then I might actually do a live duels as well. But first, let's check out some things that's new that I pretty much missed. Valiant Wings. Alright, that's that one. I'm not gonna buy that. Some new dual fields. A new icon as well. True King of All. True King of All. Not gonna buy it, I just wanna see all calamities. Okay. Not gonna buy it because I don't care for it. Bundle. New bundle. Yeah, I am definitely buying that. I mean, of course, you need to buy these. Ooh, 1, 2, possibly 3 and 4. Let's open them up. This is something I'm thinking about doing here. Pack openings for this game. And yes, I am a free-to-play user. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, 1, 2. Okay. Oh, okay. Take it. Okay, services. Okay, bad bunch. I'm gonna check them out a little bit better later. In a minute. Services. Okay. One, two, three. Kind of wish you could just open one at a time, just to make it more interesting. Make it more intense. Okay, I see one card I'm gonna destroy right away. Yeah, one thing you're gonna notice with me is that I despise pendulums. The pendulum monsters has been a bane for me since they got released, and I despise it. I don't care how rare the card is, I destroy it right away for the points. And use those points to make better cards that I like. Another card I'm going to destroy. Hello, who are you? Got a key on that. 3. And you'd be surprised how many pendulum cards I get. I mean, my main deck and my synchro deck, I didn't pay. Kinda sorta. I just destroyed a ton of ultra rare, super rare, normal rare pendulum cards, and that's how I got 2 full decks. It's kinda insane. I don't know, pendulum cards are drawn to me in this game for some blasted reason. Like I said, another one I can destroy. A key and an elemental hero. Okay. Now, Infinity Impermanence item card. Okay. That's something. Now I want to check what these were. House scraps. Okay, I don't care. Let's check these cards out. Yukiona the Absolute, Zero, Mayakashi. 2 zombie cards. Oh yeah, this was that card I considered adding to my deck. Until I noticed that it was a zombie, I needed zombies for it, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh, this was a tribute, a ritual card. Necros of Trisula. Ooh. This is a Trisula support. Oh, okay. can get behind that. Tuning where? Synchro monsters are awesome. Now, let me be clear. I have my reasons why I despise pendulum cards. Thurulun, Skyfire, Manalos, Fred Sister. And I don't have any problems with Link monsters. Now, pendulum cards to me broke the game when they came out. And dueling anyone, it was always the same. They would put scale 1 to 12 into the deck, a ton of them. And then they would use the scale 1 to 12, empty their hand from level monsters with 4000 attack plus, or 3000 attack plus. And they would always want to go second. If they didn't go second, they get pissed. And when they did go second, they would always do that and try to destroy you on turn 1. If they didn't manage to do that, they got even more annoying to deal with. And then there's the fact that the pendulum monsters goes not to the graveyard, but to the extra deck. It was the reason Link monsters was created, because the pendulum monsters became immortal and unable to be completely destroyed. They were really not fun to deal with and pretty much killed me wanting to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel monsters at all for a long time. When Link monsters came around, I thought, okay. It doesn't block the pendulum monsters from the deck, but they do it from the extra deck. Now, I got a little bit pissed at the Link monsters as well, because they ruined Fusion, Synchro, and Xyz monsters. And I have no problem with those cards, because they don't break the game the same way the Pendulum did. Speaking of, Numbers Chaos 140 Umbral Horror Masquerade. Yet Warrior. Oh, I didn't know I got Yet Warrior. Cool. But yeah, I digress. That's why I hate Enlightenment Paladin. Ooh, I might actually want to make a deck around this guy. So I'm using a Magician Pendulum monster as a material. You can target one spell card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Making a Paladin. Anyway. Hello, Chaos. Tsukiyomi. Long time no see. Destiny Hero. Cool, but not my stick. Janet Servine. I'm getting up my tank. Knight and Soldier's cool card. But yeah, I couldn't deal with Pendulum. And Link monsters kinda sorta made it hard to use the extra deck. They didn't think about the fact that the Pendulum monsters start off in the deck before they go into the extra deck. So they pretty much hindered the extra deck, the other extra deck cards because of that. But like I said, I'm going off a tangent here. Still, so even the way you could still use the extra deck with the help of the Link monster. I mean, my fusion deck I made that used Link monsters to it was actually pretty good, and I mean, it worked. I was able to balance it out really well. But Pendulum cards is still broken in my eyes, and I can't deal with them. I don't even want to own them. This is real. If I could, I would sell every one of my hard copy version of every Pendulum card I have. But I'm waiting a bit. Scrap it as scrap golem. Scrap it as scrap it as do. Blue Rose Dragon. Oh, a Rose Dragon. Nice. Orbital 7. Hello, you old weirdo. Gear Gauger. Star Silver Scale, Jurmagan and the Nordic Serpent. Dude, dude, little late. Thunder King the Lightning Kaiju. Elemental Saber Mechani. Ooh, don't recognize that. Solomon Great Jack Jaguar. Jello Ninja. So, Dive Twin, Troll. Yeah, no. Again, no. I'm not even gonna say the name. Mimikit. Sword of Concealing Light. Huh. Oh, Blaze Accelerator. That's an old school card. For GX fans, at least. Fire Formation Tensu. Oh, the Fire Formation cards. I want to make a new deck from there. Fire Formation Goku. Guys, you're playing with me now. Sucklove. Equivalent to Klee monster, it gains attack and Klee monster. What the hell is a Klee? I guess I'm gonna find out sooner or later. Yeah, you're going to be destroyed the moment I get out of here. Impactation, Thanatosis. Impactation. Gladiator reaction. I don't like gladiating, so anyway. There, Fire. Torrential Reborn. The face of one monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect and sent to the graveyard. Special summon the monster is destroyed from the field to the graveyard. At the time, no effect damage to your graveyard. Summon the monster destroyed and sent from the field to the graveyard at that time. And inflict to your opponent for each of those special summon monsters you can only activate one torrential reborn per turn. So control monsters destroy the battle by card effect, and it makes it sound like you can revive more than one water monster, but I don't think there's more. But this card I want. This will be perfect for a certain deck I'm working on. It's gonna be a lock deck, but yeah, if I say that, it became my go-to deck to deal with Pendulum users because there were very few water mode fire monsters back then for Pendulum. Unlocking their decks felt so satisfying. One by one. Also, you should afford destruction. Number 35, Ravenous Tarantella. Ooh. Oh, Guy to Force of Earth. That's one of the old cards from Toon Goblin Attack Force. Milady? Ninja Jai? It's been a long time. How you be doing? Okay then. Volcanic Slicer. I better move then. X-Saber Galahad. Oh, that makes me want to make my X-Saber deck again. Oh, I had so many weird decks. Worm Falco. Regen X Turbo. Infernal Dwarf. A deck based on Dungeons and Dragons with wizards and dwarves and elves and... Wouldn't that pretty much make a Road Magician? Magician. 7th Road Magician deck then? Yeah, I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. Not a fan of those Rush Duels, but giving them official normal deck, normal cards, I kind of think Road Magician would be a pretty cool card to have. I mean, its ability is pretty cool too, and it's being part of the elemental spectrum. And the whole theme screams Dungeons and Dragons to me. I don't know why. It just feels like a Dungeons and Dragons themed deck. The 7 road cards. Sorry, Dark Lord Ukabak. Quick Draw Synchro. I like that. Cyber Dragon's Y. Oh, that's a card I haven't seen in a while. Kakurachi Solder Moi Nasumi. I have no clue. Blackwing Extreme the Blue Sky. Blackwing, I am not a fan of you guys, but okay. Umbral Horror Unform. Tackle Crusader. Settler Knight Capella. I'm butchering these names so much. Destiny Hero Decider. If it's their favorite. Mech Knight Yellow Star. Down Wrestler Escrimenci. Like I said, I am butchering these names very much. Fortune Fairy Anne. Glacier Aquamador. Aquamador. Oh my god, I wrote that card. Apparently they made a Glacier version of him, huh? Yeah, you're gonna be destroyed. Salvage. Oh good, I needed that card. Tail Swipe. I better move then. Gladiator Beast Respite. They really wanted me to make my old Gladiator game deck, don't they? TGX? No. TGX 300, yeah. Strike of the Monarchs. Okay, either I'm spelling Monarchs wrong or either the game is. Gotta spell it with a K, not with a CH. Huh. Okay. High speed relay. Twilight Twin Dragons. Good us where I went on a fucking tangent on the pendulum cards. I shouldn't even start talking about them. 2 in defense. Palacios Eldonio. Execute protocols. Execute that. Venturate Alsmeist. Alright. That's all? Okay, good. Now, we got a couple of extra pack here that showed up. We have Rides of the Mirror World, who is ritual based. Okay, it's about the Necros. Then we had Fires of the World and the Next, Serenu's Sun Sage, Yoko the Graceful Mayakashi, Isuki. Siranui kills Sage Supremacy. Okay, so this is where Yukiona came from. And we have Mech Phantom Beast, Machine Fortress, Mech Phantom Beast Lion, Machine Raider, Mech Phantom Beast Aerodon. Yeah, I'm only checking the rare cards here because it's easier for me to decide. Junk Archer, Junk Speeder, Satellite Warrior, Junk Anchor, Junk Converter. I want to build a junk deck, yeah. But that's pretty much usage. Oh! Armithil, the Chaos Phantoms and Phantom of Fury. Elder Intate Entities. Jubel, the Ultimate Nightmare. Raviel, Lord of Phantasms, Shimmering Scrapper. The Wicked Dreadnought. Okay, what? Oh well. Okay, those duels. Let's go over here. Let's see, replay. Why am I looking over my computer screen? I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, I'm still confused about that. Right, so let's start with this duel. So you're probably gonna see my first version of my main deck. And yes, I'm gonna show off my main deck, which is kinda sorta. Yeah, my rank is low because I hardly play this game nowadays. I played it a lot in order to get the deck I wanted, but yeah, so As you can see right now, I have elemental heroes, and I know I don't normally play main character decks, but I am a big fan of elemental heroes. And well, I am a fan of elemental heroes. But the cards I really like, and I decided to actually summon an elemental hero. Well, use elemental hero Stratos here to get solid soldier. I had my reasons. So yeah, like I said, this is probably one of my first draft where I used Link monsters as well in the deck. I get Monster Reborn, which is very lucky. I didn't remember that. I used it. I think I summoned Clayman next because I had Oversoul. I'm actually really lucky that he decided to destroy that card because couldn't attack anyway. It's better that he destroyed that than destroy the other card I had. Yeah, actually I did summon Clayman and then I summoned Exile Inferno Gainer. Yeah, so this is one of those cards that was useful for that. And I used Oversoul to Synchro Summon again. I got Dread Disseminator. See, I'm actually a fan of the Link support, but at the same time I'm not a big fan of the names. They're supposed to be heroes, but they sound more like anti-heroes or something like dark heroes. I kind of feel like those belong to the evil hero genre. That Smash pretty much is, that just destroyed my card there. I got Miscellaneous. I have him because I like his ability of summoning an extra monster. And that's actually one of the reasons why Link monsters for me work so well as it does. I also use Monster Reborn to revive that guy. Then I got Bubble Man for some reason. I don't remember why I decided to go for Bubble Man. Maybe it was because I pretty much had Duel in bag and just picked a random card. I didn't think he could do anything against me. And that's pretty much what happened. Of course you're gonna go for error. So yeah, that was my first duel I ever won, and this section went public too because it was very close, if I remember correctly. I do believe this was my second version of my main deck. As you can see, I did play Link and Elemental Heroes, but that's not what my main I'm stumbling my words. What my extra deck actually is about. So you're gonna see now what my extra deck is about. Also, here that card right there, Hero Lives. A really nice card I really like to use. Even though it does put me in a disadvantage because of the whole pay half your life points. But it's for an elemental hero user, for a user like me, it's actually worth it. The trick I also have, by the way, because of its ability, I really liked it too. Also fusion right there. This was actually a very interesting duel because I didn't expect that at all. Yeah, I also lost the tricky, which was tricky for me. Oh, right. Random card to have in an elemental hero deck, I know. But White Knight Dragon is my all-time favorite card. Also, another reason why... Now you're gonna see what my actual hero deck is. So first use Call of the Hunter to get that. Then I have Mask Change. Like I said, this is why I have... this is my main deck. Masked Heroes. I really love those cards and I wish there were more of them, but oh well. But yeah, like I said, White Knight Dragon is my favorite card, both because of its effect and design. I really love it. And yes, I know, in the anime, in the manga, it was... I can't remember her name. It was one of Judai's best friends. Also, Miracle Fusion, perfect timing right there for it to show up. Because with it, I was able to summon my only Elemental Hero card in this deck, and that's Elemental Hero Core. So yeah, and this is pretty much how I want this to do. So like I said, I felt it was very close, and that's why I decided to make it public. But like I said, I know that the card itself was used by one of you guys' friend turns evil. Also, like that new Liquid Soldier, Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier, or whatever his name is, because of his ability. Well, I don't know why they decided to summon that monster like that. Oh well. And that's game. We try. I don't like that. So that was another one of my wins. Let's go for this win as well. I'm gonna show how the other one where I lost, and I think it's the one that I was so bloody confused on how I lost, because I consider the way I lost to be bullshit. Though if it's not that card, that duel, then I have it saved. I'm gonna just swip over to that one. Yeah. Oh right, this is where this was the this was that. This was a confusing duel to me, but I'll get to that in a second. This is my synchro deck, and I really like the whole Norse gods motif for this. It's kind of fun to see. I kind of want to see more of these other gods turned into cards. Not just the Egyptian gods or their beast, or the Japanese gods, like also as well. But I kind of want to see more of these. But yeah, I really like playing this synchro deck. But yeah, okay, so this confused me, this deck. It was a complete and utter... It was a trap-only deck, and... I mean... to me, it was a very interesting deck. Also, trying to figure out good synchro monsters to add to this deck was not easy at all for me. Because I needed to make them match the Norse monsters, Nordic monsters, and like I said, it wasn't easy. But it was such weird to me, this trap-only card deck. Because he would use it and take damage himself. It's kind of like self-destruction. I just got so confused over it. I did end up winning, but like I said, I was so confused. But it was a fun duel anyway, because I didn't know what to expect next, and that's pretty much what made things so bloody weird for me. Like I did not expect him to summon a monster with a trap monster like that. But it felt like his deck was only traps. Yeah, I did not know what I was doing here. I just went with, okay, this monster has an effect, let's activate it, let's see what happens. I did not expect it to actually do what it did. So yeah, and next I was able to summon another monster here, and he once again decided to destroy more of himself. Now, I think this is where actually, yeah, this is where I synchro summon a synchro monster. This was the first time I synchro summoned Loki, Lord of the Aether, and I mean, every time I hear, not here, every time I also did not express it, dark holes, trap holes, I completely lost my Loki right away, which gave me a bit of a fright. It kept self-destructing, so I wasn't too worried. Okay, well, it did until then, but yeah, every time I synchro summoned one of the Aether gods, I could hear the song Clear Mind from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's play in the background of my head, and I have no clue why, but I just could hear the song stop playing. And it always made me laugh while I was doing it. And yes, since I bloody love White Knight Dragon, I did add him to this deck as well. I kind of wish I could use him, but don't think I did. I don't think I ever did need to. Also, her in middle only being able to be on the field as long as I had another Nordic monster. Maybe very hesitant to summon him because I need another Aether, if I remember correctly, because of her high attack. So I would only have to wait until I had another monster out in play. But yeah, I think he started to get a bit unlucky with his trap cards here, because I think I started to win after I actually won after this. I'm not certain. Yeah, here I decided to summon that one. What did I do here now again? Oh yeah. They lowered that level, and no way that card just got destroyed though. But yeah, that was pretty much game. It wasn't that close as it could have been, but it was an interesting duel because I never seen someone build a complete and utter deck like that. So this was another one of the synchro, another one of those synchro duels. So let's jump in here. Can hurry up a bit, please. Hurry up. It takes so long for it to load. Yeah, it is. So I had Monster Reborn and Double Summon. Double Summon to me is a very needed card when for synchro decks and not fusion summons deck. Pretty much all of it, every extra deck besides Pendulum, Black Pendulum. But yeah, so there we go. I decided to summon Infernal Soldier there, or whatever his name was. I was up against a. I don't remember, did he give me this one? That's why I decided. Let's speed things up actually. No, he didn't. So yeah, he was a Majestic Duels, Majestic Dragon deck user. So I had to deal with a ton of those, so I was very scared. I just wanted to do everything I could to get rid of those cards right away. I don't know if he messed up here because he didn't synchro summon, or if it was that he didn't have enough levels. But because of that, he pretty much gave me what I needed to destroy that card and Bolt Hedgehog. I don't think he did synchro summon after this. I don't think I've ever actually managed to do it. I do believe I started to do everything. I actually got very unlucky and got 2 double summons. Did not expect that, so I pretty much got a ton of damage there for no reason. Okay, not a ton, but a little bit of damage there for no reason. See, I think he started to get unlucky because he couldn't get any cards out. I then summoned her, used Monster Reborn to steal one of his cards to get the points I needed to summon Thor. And once again I started giving me some Clear Minds. And one of the OST from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's second season, second arc. And then used Double Summon to summon the Loki monster. and that was game. That was game right there. So yeah, I think he got unlucky, but I was so happy with that win because, like I said, I had dealt with a ton of those decks. I kept losing and losing and losing. I had the biggest losing streak because people used Clear Wing and Clear Wing Synchro Dragon and Majestic Wing Star Dragon. Stardust Dragon, Majestic Wing Stardust Dragon. They used those loner decks as well as the Blackwing loner deck. So when I dueled someone that I either won, also nice right there, nice start there. When I dueled someone that I actually had a chance of winning against, not a chance of winning, that I actually won against, or like with the trap duelist, I had an interesting duel. I decided to save it. Okay, so here I actually was up against one of those deck users I talked about. And I do believe so I used her ability to throw away those two and summon those to summon Odin. Odin, once again, clear mind. Equipment and then start to destroy again. I just did not want to deal with any of those cards. So, let's see. Oh, it was Speedroid, my bad. That was one of the 11 decks, Speedroid. So, but yeah. So I just did not want to deal with that, so I just decided to go all out with Odin right away. Put down one spell card and one trap card. I don't think I needed to... shooting star dragon right here. I do believe I actually lost Odin. Thanks to this play that the user did. I can't even remember how I bloody won at this point because it's been so long. Yeah, okay, so the end of the turn. Oh, what? Oh, okay, so that's how I won. Huh. Yeah, I was confused as well. I was confused why they decided to give me the win. That's why I saved it, because I was so bloody weird. It was so bloody weird. Now, this is the duel I lost from Synchro. I think. Or is this the fusion? Huh. Okay, yeah, so this was the fusion event. So this might actually be the one where I get so bloody confused over the ending. So this guy was doing Vision Heroes, I think. So I start off with Ocean, another one of the elemental hero cards I actually like. I might my deck is more closely used to the Destiny Hero deck, yeah. So my deck is more closely to Judai from the manga. Oh yeah, he was using the loner deck with the newest Destiny Hero card that was is this version of Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix Enforcer. So I decided to summon him because I wanted to use his ability. I was hoping for him to actually be destroyed so I could get the get her out. I could use her ability and so on when she gets... I don't know why he decided to attack there and get destroyed. This was a very close duel though. I sacrificed her, summoned that guy, used her ability to summon Elemental Hero Stratos to my hand, used double summon, then summoned used his second ability to destroy that blasted spell. Used Monster Reborn. to take his Destined Hero monster, then summon Dark Hero Anki. I have no clue why though. I did notice that he was able to bring down his Field Enforcer, that was very lucky for me. And he got another mask change right there. I direct attacked. And this is where I think I could have won. No, I couldn't have won. Okay, yeah, this is that blasted duel that confused me. So yeah, it's 300. You can see how this duel goes. Now, Destiny Field Enforcer gets summoned to the field. How the hell did I lose? Hello? Reboot. Clicking the wrong button. I'm a dum-dum. Okay, so yeah, how did I lose that duel? Please explain that. Anyone who sees this, how did I lose? Because it's confusing me to no end. But yeah, that was my. This was just a quick video I decided to do on the fly while I'm working on the next series, who you have seen a glimpse of. Hopefully it will work. I'm having a bit of trouble with my capture card right now, so hopefully this will. Sorry. Hopefully this will be recorded. So yeah. See you next time.